Welcome back, everybody, to Horizon Zero Dawn. We're headed to the Grave Hoard, aka US Robotics, aka the center of hopefully uncovering more about this awesome storyline. Aloy is ready to run up that way, and luckily we've got some healthy plants placed straight in our path for us to collect as we go. Thank you so much for sticking with me as we mosey on through this game. Sorry it's taking so long. Like, legit planned on beating everything instantaneously when it first came out. And then, like, the same thing happened sort of why I stopped playing For Honor. Like, so many other games all came out at once. Zelda, the Switch, and there's just a lot going on. And I had a lot of travel obligations and things going on. And I had a lot of, unfortunately, like, sucky anxiety that kind of took things, took some time to, like, deal with for myself. Please don't hate me. Oh, you punkin' who? Okay. No. This is a very dangerous field here because there's a lot of, oh crap. I guess I was... There we go. Okay. As long as the Bellowback doesn't get involved. Okay. Let's take these guys out. We're starting today off with a battle, which is a good way to start. Ooh, wow. Okay. Somebody accidentally, like, hit somebody or something. That was weird. Okay. We should be good. Ooh, yes. You're dead. You're almost dead. We're gonna raise this battlefield like a really horrible parent, and by raise I mean absolutely brutalize. This guy says hello. Okay, our hardpoint arrows luckily are strong enough to really do some significant damage, and I wish these guys could kind of like hurt each other. I think that'd be really fun. Well, not funny. I never want to see anyone get hurt, even robots. Why is he running? Where is he going? He's running so dang quick. Maybe he just wanted to not get killed. Woo. Okay, let's give this guy a little love tap. Sayonara. Where's your eye? Aw, look how they just throw themselves at us. Trying so hard to be good, just not working. There we go, okay. Whew, things are good. We gained some XP, almost at level 28, which is good. He's gonna pour a couple points into Aloy's skill tree here. Let's grab what we can, though. Some shards, some lenses.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Some coils and whatnot. We're a little on the soft side when it comes to health, so we'll have to tend to that in a moment. But let's head our way to the Grave Hoard. We have all the stuff with Aaron back at Meridian and trying to figure out what Derval's plans are and whatnot. But before we get to that, we're going to collect and head for more of Aloy's past story. The present story is all about Derval. The past story is all about Lance Reddick and robotics. Let's try and avoid these Shellwalkers. Shellwalker is actually one of the trickier enemies. They're like very, you think they look easy, right? They look like they're not going to be in much trouble, and then they end up being one of the tougher enemies to take down in the game. Those shells are very protective, and they actually have some decent attacks for being such an unwieldy looking type creature. Okay, hello. Campfire discovered. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Woo! Did that hurt? I can't even tell. But I can tell I need to make more arrows. We'll craft 40 of those, fill up nice and good. I think this is a new bonfire. There we go. Alright. We are kicked into action, closer and closer. Some glint hawks up here. No Stormbird though. Still have no idea I'm gonna take a Stormbird out. Wait, is that a Stormbird? No, it's a glint hawk. Just looks like he has really big wings. Guess we should cross the river again. Stay out the eyes of the glint hawks. If we need to fight them, we can. Especially now that they have like corruption and freeze arrows, I think we probably freeze them and really mess with their day. But for now, we'll just slowly swim our way across. Okay. And you can see we're getting into some like destroyed tanks and armed encounters. We've got a whole field of Lancehorns over here with some Watchers. And like Northern Lights like stuff up ahead. That's interesting. Hello, wild boar. I'm sorry to spank you. I'm gonna take your bony meat and your rich meat. Okay. Probably should not do this, but I'm going to. Lancehorns are not happy. Let's get on the move. Chargers, okay. Lancehorns are pretty angry, but it looks like they have calmed down. They've dociled out a little bit, which is good for us. Another campfire up left. Han. D, she said. Charger's not happy, but let's just head over here. Yeah, dim your anger. It's probably up on the top of this hill. Yep. Oh, hello. There's a merchant. Let's talk to him real quick. What's up? Anything of interest? Shadow Sling. Not a lot of good stuff here. But I guess we could sell some stuff. Ancient necklace. Ancient wreath. Ancient ring. Okay. Yeah, a lot of good stuff that we found in the different ruins and whatnot. Yeah, because we're pretty low on items, but we do have all stuff that's good for shards. Do we want anything? Shadow Sling can then launch a lot. I could buy it. Ice bombs, fire bombs. Compared to our Karja Sling, really only adds fire bombs. I guess not. I got the Nora Survivor, Nora Protector. We short a Shellwalker Heart. Let me see. Can I? Let's see. Should we throw another something in here? Resist freeze, resist corruption, resist range. I don't feel freeze isn't something that like I'm too worried about. Let's throw one more in this bow here. Add, what do we add so far? We're adding corruption, we're adding freeze. We might as well add shock just to, oh wow. Freeze, damage, and fire. Well, let's just add shock. That way there's a little bit of everything in there. Tear, damage, fire. Can I? Oh, I don't have the Tinker skill, but I can replace it, right? 44 damage, holy crap. Okay, so I'm gonna put this 41% tear. Or should I say that for if I actually get a tear? Yes. Oh, I have really good tear stuff, so let's... can throw this in here. Gorgeous. Okay, that bow is real strong. Tripcaster wise, only 6% shock. Let's add some damage, and then let's add some. So much damage. Let's do that. I mean, we're gonna collect more of this stuff anyway, so it's okay. Our Karja Sling. These stink. Extra shock, sure. Sure. Okay. There we go. Let's see also, can I, in my crafting, can I? War bow quiver? Okay, sure. Beautiful. I can do this? Nice! 60 capacity, wow. Resource satchel, no. I need fox bones for that. Fish bones. Traps, okay, there we go. Sure. I need fox bones, turkey bone, fish bones. Alright, all the bones. I gotta become a bone hunter. A bone demon. Something's still angry, probably a charger. We're gonna move north through the sleet and snow. Let's see what we can come across. There's some dead watchers, lancehorns and watchers. But they should pay us no mind if we move off their flank. Another campfire to our right. I like getting all these just so that once we do kind of complete most of the main stuff, we're able to go and really wrap up all the side stuff quickly. Here they come. Who's coming? That didn't sound very promising, Aloy. What are you talking about? I don't see anybody. I don't see nothing. I love the fact they got 3 purples, though, in this bow. That makes me feel pretty darn powerful. And 60 arrow capacity. Nice. Very nice. Alright, 450 meters to go. Chargers up ahead. Ancient debris. There we go. Some stuff to sell. Always good to have, right? We're getting there. There's a metal flower we're going to go past. Thought that was a turkey logo for a second right there. It's just a rock formation. Kind of looked like a turkey, didn't it? Alright, so we're going to head up this way. Run along the riverbed. Let's see if we can grab that metal flower that's up in this region as well. We're not quite near it yet, but we'll get there in a soon. Chargers. Okay. Feels like it's getting real hard to run. Maybe it's because we're getting to the grave hoard. I don't know. Campfire is right up by the metal flowers. The metal flower is somewhere over here. There it is. Beautiful. And there's somebody who's not happy, so we're going to be fighting soon. Glint Hawk. Okay. There we go. What's up, buddy? Oh, there's 2. This is going to be fun. Okay, that was not cool. There we go. I want to freeze this guy because once I get him down on the ground, he's done for. Okay. There we go. This is not doing a lot of damage, but we are getting some freeze on him. I don't think this is the way to go. I love freezing these dudes, but I don't think it's the way to take them out. I want to shoot their stupid sacks off. There we go. Now you're done. Okay, so hitting the freeze sack seems to be the best way to do this. Good deal. You're done. Okay, so rather than freeze, let's just hit the freeze sack, and then we should be in good shape. There we go. Ow. Golly goodness. Okay. Got its wing. There we go. Whoa. It's going crazy, losing control. Alright. Couple more. There we go. Hit it. Okay, good. This is the final strike. We don't even need to do a critical. Whew. Extra XP. That's a good chunk of XP. People are not happy with us. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And those dudes are nasty. Got some lenses, got some goodies, grabbed a save, and burned through a whole lot of our herbs, but it's alright. We got the metal flower, we got the glint hawks down. And we're going to the grave hoard. You can see, like, all sorts of evil machinery, and a lot of that was back in the mountains when we first began the game, if you recall. So it's interesting that it's up north here as well. And it looks like there's even more of it this way, and that this is even a more deadly and dangerous locale, housing even more deadly and dangerous machines and a whole lot more of them. Ancient debris to sell off from me. What do we got here? Corrupted Watcher, okay. Dead, okay. Bandits? Cultist Dredger, okay. Oh, dude. There we go. These guys are working on this machine here. And that guy's gonna blow up good. Okay. I think we're in the clear? Yes. There's probably going to be more up ahead as we approach. But these thugs are trying to work on some of these machines here. Not going to let that happen. Alright, things have cooled off for a moment. Let's keep heading up. Yeah, giant tanks lurk. We know we're clearly in the right spot. And we're actually winding our way towards the big metal arms.
The grave hoard. In the shadow of a metal devil.
Not the devil.
Great.
Not the evil giant one that they have, like, the head of inside their, the catacombs back in Noraland, but it's very dangerous. And we've discovered the grave hoard. Wonder if Hades is here, or where he's from. Who he actually even is. Inside we venture. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, 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 wow. This is not a friendly place. Wow, how that was silent, I do not know. There we go. Cool.
That does it.
Cool, cool, cool.
Time to take a look around the room. They're inside too.
Okay, what's inside? Guessing more cultists, dredgers, all the terrible things. Ooh, audio logs. Yeah, baby. Oh, this is an interesting audio log. Operation Enduring Victory.
A battle.
I wonder if these are all going to be battle
There's
sounds.
time.
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the fountains.
Are you getting this, Silence?
Silence.
Silence?
That's Riddick. A Titan.
Say it again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is
Operation
defensive.
Enduring
Still an
Victory.
approach.
Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
A live one. And he's pissed.
We've got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back.
Oh, maybe they were like hiding back a limited number of humans and like resources and plants and all sorts of things, wildlife, inside like a hatch type thing. And then once the machines eventually like blew up or got nuked or whatever, then they were gonna let people out, kind of like a final like a bomb shelter almost, or like an underground bunker to eventually restart humanity.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn?
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Why are they laughing?
Here it comes.
Maybe they're all drunk. There's no way could they find the doom of the planet to be funny, right? There's no way. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that.
Silence.
I thought I was going to jump onto the wire. Okay then, girlfriend. She didn't grab on. Didn't you see there was like a pole that you could slide down? She was just like, nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna grab on. Okay. Suit yourself. Let's try that again. Alright. Silence, are you getting this? Silence is nowhere to be found. Doesn't it look like we can jump on here? Okay, there we go. Finally. This time she decides to grab a hole. Alright, and there's clearly stuff down here. Whoop. Any of this stuff we can scan? No. Nothing's scannable, but there is an item over there. Don't drown. You're good. I'm not sure I would climb up there, but it's got to be a valuable item At least I assume so, and the fact that they're kind of like hiding it. There. Back up here. How the heck do I... Maybe I can just make a straight jump. There we go. Oh. Literally just medicine. I guess if you fell or dropped off the zip line, this was your way to kind of get back up. Okay, so we enter this. It looks very bombed out, very bad.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local minute. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. They bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
Silence, you getting this?
Hey.
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time.
Wow.
Keep going
Jerk.
and find something interesting.
Jerk, 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 jerk. California. So we gotta be near California, Colorado, somewhere around there.
Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot... This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being
What was this
torched.
place?
Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the
Wow.
more like the bots
That's
we
creepy.
are. Except they learn from every fight. And us?
I like how they 3D printed barracks though. That's pretty crazy. And it's cool to know that we're like in like the California, Colorado area.
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy
Your gaming. How could you game when the whole world is going to poop?
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. That everything will be
I wonder if
the
they
way
were
it
lied
used
to about
be.
Zero Dawn, because it sure doesn't sound like the intention of Zero Dawn is to make things how it used to be.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... This isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had. In the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're
The
defending.
furnishings were metal.
The only thing I know
They
I'm
never
still
get comfortable.
fighting for is
It was the metal world.
you.
So
Zero
we're used to
Dawn
it.
to turn this around. Whatever
Yeah,
the
they
hell
didn't even
that
know.
is.
And sorry for staying in the same place for so long, but as you see, it's like when you move, then Aloy starts talking, and it gets all convoluted. I'm guessing we're gonna go down there. But first, let's make sure there's nothing else cool in here. Aha!
Just one bed. Maybe they're war chiefs.
Text log. Last night we got talking about D-Day 55 as a kid, then only a few years out of boot camp. That must be 2055, right? Or 2255 or something? I don't know. Or 1955? I don't know. General Assembly in a drone hangar, summer in the sky is bare. Yeah, it's got to be like 2055. They say U.S. human combat force are being disbanded, all automated now. We're last cycle's attack out like the old net. A million more in basic in a century recession. Could be you'll help build the robots to your jobs, or if you know how to handle a power suit, you can find places to still use manual labor. Maybe in the OEZ or China, you're not our problem. Low suicide risk, it's that weird. Okay. Anything else in here? Hidden room. Can we hit this button and take an elevator to another level? No. Nothing back there. Okay, looks like we are going down another zip line. Grab on. Come on. I don't want to. There we go. I didn't want to fall again. Whoa. Way down. Just locked off.
Red light. Guess that
Alright.
means that
Add some power to the ancient door so that we can figure out what the heck is happening here. Pull yourself up. Good work.
A holographic interface.
All right,
Must be
let's
some
see.
kind of code. Maybe I should
Sure.
try scanning objects in this area.
Up, down,
That's
left,
informative.
right. Up. Down. Left. Right.
3 power lines, 3 sources. That makes 1.
Are there more? Oh, there's more. Okay. Ow. Down, down, up, up. Okay. Right? Or is that up, up, down, down? Let's see. Yeah, okay.
That's 2.
And the other guy is over this way. Ooh, and we got a little an audio log.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy
So
expectations.
it's up, right, left, down. For this one, north, east, west, south. Beautiful. Whoa. Almost fell off there. That would have been bad. Alright, we can head back up. It's always hard to tell what side of the ladder to climb on. But now we can open this ancient door. See what is behind it. Power is restored. Beautiful. Nothing here, right? Oh, yes. Oh.
These
That's all, okay.
wires must run to the power source.
In we go. Ooh.
Tools being used. Devices. Power clips.
Yeah, what are they doing back here, huh? Power cell. Da da da.
Good. Another power cell. If I find more, I should be able to get
Beautiful.
the armor I found.
Uh-oh. Corrupt scrapper, a whole bunch of dudes. There's about to be a big battle, so we will break here and come back for that fight. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, getting cooler and cooler as we continue. Wonder what else is hiding in this robotics headquarters in this grave hoard. We'll find out when we return. Until then, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Fantastic day. I love you. Drink so much. We'll see you all later.